Hey, Mama.
Hey, mamas. Welcome to the Let Mama Live show. Yes. We're back. First episode after the new year. I don't know if it's much to celebrate. Well, celebrate life. Because I know things have been crazy in this world. 2020 has rolled over into 2021. Shoot. But this is my first episode, so it's something to celebrate. Welcome to the Let Mama Live show. I am Jenn Pittman, mama of two, mama of boys, mama of a pre-kindergartner and a teenager, and an autism mama. All of that, y'all. All of that. And I am here with you to help you celebrate yourself in the stress and the struggle of this journey that we call motherhood. This journey is amazing. It's beautiful. It's unforgettable. But the stress and the struggle, y'all, is definitely real. That's why we need each other. Lift each other out of isolation. You do not have to suffer in silence. And that's why we need to practice self-care, self-love, self-awareness. Something new I learned over into 2021 is self-compassion, being good to yourself. We talked about that on other episodes, but now we have a name for it. Self-compassion. We have to practice all of these things to help us better manage our stress so that we can take care of ourselves and better take care of our babies. That's what Let Mama Live is all about, helping you learn how to manage your stress to improve your mental health, mental well-being, so that you can better take care of your babies. So we need each other. Be sure to go to patreon.com/letmamalive to join the Mama Tribe. Patreon.com/letmamalive. Join the Patreon. I have a lot of stuff over there to share with you. Share my struggles even more so that we can build. We can stand on each other's shoulders. We can hold each other's hand through this journey called motherhood. You don't have to be alone. Also, I need your support. Let Mama Live show needs your support. Keep us going. Keep us growing. Go over to patreon.com/letmamalive and become a supporter of the Let Mama Live show. A small donation will go a long way. I really appreciate your love and support. letmamalive.com letmamalive.com/letmama. Listen to me. I'm messing it all up. Let me get it right. Patreon.com/letmamalive. That's it? Yeah, that's it. Patreon.com/letmamalive. You know, we're also on Instagram at Let Mama Live. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Let Mama Live. But see, the thing is, over on Instagram, Jenn has been through this journey with social media. And, you know, it's an interesting journey. We'll get into it today. Let me go ahead and get the housekeeping out the way. So you know where to meet us at. Patreon.com/letmamalive. Become a Mama Tribe member. Join the membership. Or become a supporter of the Let Mama Live show. Help us grow and help us keep going. Also, I am not home alone. When am I ever home alone? Sometimes I do get a chance to be home alone. But I am not home alone. My children are watching TV in the room right next to me. And so you may hear children screaming. My youngest does not know how to use his inside voice. That is a process, but we're getting there. We're trying to get there. So y'all, if y'all hear them, please don't hold it against me. This is a no judgment zone. We are here to enjoy each other. Don't bring the shade. Don't bring the shade because my kids are here. But hey, I have to do what I have to do to make it to you guys because I love doing this, you know? And so what I'm hoping to do, let me keep going. I get sidetracked sometimes, y'all. I'm sorry. So what I'm hoping to do is come to you Not once, but twice a week. Let's start with the month of February. Happy Black History Month. Yes, my people. I love my people. Happy Black History Month. Yes. Month of February, twice a week. Mondays, we'll have the Let Mama Live show. Wednesdays, we'll have a midweek check-in. We're going to check in, see how you're doing throughout the week, midweek. And then we're going to continue to grow together, y'all. So, one more time, patreon.com. Might not be one more time for now. Patreon.com/letmamalive. Also, watch on YouTube. Let Mama Live on YouTube. Search on YouTube, Let Mama Live. And join the conversation over on YouTube. Become a subscriber. If you are watching me now, I want you to hit pause, subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell. Because in February, starting in February, hopefully going through the rest of the year, I am coming to you twice a week. And I need you to watch me. Soak up some of this stuff. Chew up the meat and spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying? Over on YouTube. Please, please, please subscribe and support the podcast. Become a member of the Mama Tribe. So, Jenn, where you been? Jenn, where you been? Checking in. If you're new to the podcast, Jenn, where you been is my opportunity to check in with you and let you know what's been going on in the world of Jenn over here. Sometimes, many times, my world is not the most lit situation, I guess you could say. It's a bit boring on my end from my perspective, but hey, we're living it, we're living life, and we're making the most of it. So this is my opportunity to check in. Jenn, where you been? Where you been, Jenn? Well, first,
Hey, Mama.
let me give you a drop, mamas, and say Happy New Year, even though it's February. Will you accept my Happy New Year? Happy New Year. If you are a loved one of mine, you definitely got a message from me saying Happy New Year, because 2021 for me is all about connections, y'all. It's not all about making connections, but making connections, connecting and reconnecting is a big part of my 2021, my year. I've been reading, I've been studying, and the latest thing that I've been reading is all about inner strengths. And you know, your inner strengths are your self-awareness, your confidence, all the positive thoughts and emotions and feelings that you have, and those things can combat the negative thoughts, feelings that you have going on in your brain and in your mind, and also help you better calm your brain's response to stress. It can lower your anxiety if you just focus on these inner strengths and these positive things a little bit every day. Take a few seconds, a few minutes every day. Replace a negative thought with a positive thought and see what happens. Tell me what happens, okay? If you do it, try it. And if it works, you come back and say, yeah, Jenn, that worked. And I say, I told you. So anyway, I've been focusing on making connections, and making connections to me and reconnecting is a part of developing my inner strengths. My inner strengths are those positive thoughts that I'm using to combat the negative thoughts, to better manage my brain's response to stress, to better calm anxiety. So if you're a friend of mine, a close friend, or if I haven't talked to you in a while, I'm sure I checked in this year maybe once or twice, and you're probably saying, what's up with this? Why Jenn hit me up? I'm hitting you up because I love you and I miss you, and I just want to connect. You know what I'm saying? So hit me back up, check in with me. So, yes, Happy New Year to you. This is the first episode of the new year. I'm sorry. I apologize that it's been a month since I recorded. A little over a month. I think I hit you up right after Christmas. But things 2021 came in. It was awesome. We had our vision board party over on Patreon for our members of our Mama Tribe. Join the Mama Tribe. We had a vision board party with Darkness Rising Project that focuses all on improving your mental health. That was awesome. And as that time, that was like the first 2 weeks of January. 2.5 weeks of January. As that time was going, I knew, I'm being vulnerable, y'all. I'm being real, because sometimes I come on here and I feel like I could be preachy. Sometimes I can get some unsolicited suggestions, but I'm really talking to myself, and this is stuff that I really have learned from failure, lessons from doing the wrong thing, I guess you can say. I don't know if failure is the right word, but that's the only word I can think of quickly. But during that time, I could tell that my immune system was a bit shaky. It wasn't as strong. And I knew for a fact that I wasn't getting enough rest. And so I kept saying out loud, like, I'm gonna get sick. I just know it. I just feel it. Like I haven't had enough rest. I haven't been doing much working out. I haven't been taking care of myself like I should. I'm gonna get sick. And lo and behold, that's what happened. I got sick. Thankfully, I didn't get COVID. It wasn't COVID related, but it was a viral situation, upper respiratory situation going on. And y'all, when I tell you it knocked me out, it knocked me out. It knocked me out. So, the first 2 weeks of January, we were rolling. Introduced JP Health Education. Yes, JP Health Education is my business. It offers health education initiatives to help you improve your wellness. Drop that. Let Mama Live is the maternal health initiative under JP Health Education. So I dropped my business. That happened. Like, great things. I dropped another business, Envision Customer Care. Envision Customer Care is your solution, your work from home solution for anything. Any challenges you're having and you need to work from home, hit me up. Envision Customer Care. Second business for 2021. But taking care of yourself is vital. Can't run these businesses, can't run these children, can't be with your husband and give if you're not taking care of yourself. We've talked about this, Jen. We talked about this. I know I didn't listen to myself. But that's okay. I'm better. That's what matters, right? I'm better. I am stronger and I am better, okay? And so I'm back with you for 2021. So that's how 2021 kind of started, other than the craziness that happened in the world. I got a little sick. But on top of that, trying to just nurse myself back to health, I decided to do a fast with my best friend. I fasted from social media, and I'm also doing a dry January. Anybody else on that boat with me? The dry January boat. Dry January, not drinking any alcohol, or did not drink any alcohol for the month of January. And now going into February, I haven't had any alcohol yet. So I fasted from social media, including YouTube, which is my weakness. YouTube is definitely my weakness. I watch YouTube like I watch television. Like I used to watch television. I used to watch television like religiously, and now I just watch YouTube because we don't really have cable, so it's whatever. So I fasted from YouTube, social media. I fasted from sodas. I took a week and fasted from sodas. I did a dry January, so fast from alcohol. And the one fast that I couldn't get to because I was sick was I wanted to fast from bread, because bread is, I think every woman's weakness is bread. It's like, we gotta have bread with everything. But I think for me, the situation with bread is because making sandwiches is one of the easiest thing to make when you're hungry and you don't want to make a full meal. It's like, oh, well, I'll just get sandwich and a salad, or a sandwich and chips, or if you're out and about at outside of the house and you have to eat out, go to like a Subway or something like that, and bread is often included with your meal. Yes, I said Subway, and my favorite Subway sub is tuna fish. Yeah. So if you've heard the news or been hearing the news, allegedly, the tuna at Subway is a little fishy, no pun intended. But they say it's real. So that's alleged. I still love it. It tastes good. Anyway, went on a tangent. So I fasted from these things. So let's talk about my fast from social media. That was the first fast I did. I did a week from social media. In my time, and I'm gonna let you know, y'all, this episode of the show is really, it's gonna tap into the spiritual side of things. So if you're spiritual, whatever you believe in the universe, whatever higher power you believe in, more power to you. I love you for that. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and so the talk will have conversations about God. That does not mean I'm against any other religion. Please trust and believe. I respect all religions. So that being said, I fasted from social media for a week, and it was enlightening. The moments where I wanted to, or that I would typically be on social media, were moments that I sat and prayed. I talked to God. I read my Bible. I studied my Bible. I found things more productive to do. I worked on business. And I feel like every day, if not every day, then every other day, I had an enlightening moment. I swear to you. Opened my eyes to so much in that week, to where at the end of the fast, I decided to completely delete the apps from my phone. So I have not been on social media since December. I deleted the apps from my phone. So with that being said, we are on Instagram at letmamalive. I am on not YouTube, but Facebook, on personal accounts or whatnot. But you might not see me active on there. That doesn't mean you can't follow, but I just feel like this. The one thing that I feel while I'm just gathering my thoughts is I'm on the journey of helping mothers, helping women improve their mental health by managing their stress. Well, one thing that is possibly adding to a lot of people's stress is social media. When social media is misused, we often use it as a tool to overshare. We often see the highlights of everybody's. We've had this conversation before, y'all. We've seen the highlights of everybody's life. And sometimes when behind the scene, your life ain't really going that well, and you see so-and-so over there who got their family lined up and dressed, alike and matching pajamas for Christmas and New Year's and all this other stuff, you start to be hard on yourself. I'm guilty of it. I'm not, no point in hiding it. You start to be hard on yourself. And sometimes those feelings and emotions can turn into anxiety, can turn into stress, can turn into you pushing yourself like, oh, I ain't doing enough, can turn into, some type of depressive attitude, depression or depressed attitude. And so to me, this is my new saying. For me, social media was not conducive to my quality of life. Quality of life was when you living life at the best. I'm living my best life, like for real. That's quality of life. Social media wasn't conducive to that for me. When I realized that, I had to let it go. When I realized that it wasn't conducive to the people I'm serving either, in most cases, in some cases, I wouldn't say most cases. Let me say in some cases, it's not conducive for your quality of life either, but you just can't let it go quite yet. You ain't ready for that quite yet, okay? But when I realized that, I had to let it go somewhat. I didn't delete it. I just deleted the apps off of my phone. So now, let me stop there. That's the first thing. The second thing is when you don't check in. So I'm checking in with you now through Jenn. Where you been? I'm checking in. When you don't check in with the people that you love, you don't realize that sometimes the people who are in your contacts on your phone that you can simply call or send a message, sometimes the people in your group chat, they ain't right. They're not doing well. You wouldn't know that if you don't connect to them. Here we go. The main reason why connection and reconnection is a big part of my year this year. You wouldn't know that if you don't connect with them. But you see their highlights on social media and you assume that they are okay. My mama rests in heaven. My mama would ask me sometimes, how is so-and-so? Referring to a friend maybe from high school or from college. And I would say, oh, she or he is doing fine. Based on social media. I ain't talked to that person. I'm just basing it off of what the pictures or videos or stories that I see. But what I realize is once you reconnect and connect with people, for real, you will see that some people are really struggling in silence. Or some people are struggling. They might not be struggling in silence, but if you love them, you wouldn't even know that they are having a hard time. So I had to have a conversation with myself and say, Jenn, what you doing? What are you doing? There are so many mothers in your contacts that are family and friends, loved ones, that could be suffering in silence. Yeah, you're posting things on social media, on YouTube, but you don't know if they're watching. Maybe they're not in the mood to watch, whatever. You know, people watch when they want to watch. People don't watch. It's whatever. For me, I know that I'm putting out this information to benefit myself and benefit you. This is my pain. I'm using my pain to empower you. I'm using my confessions.
Welcome to Confessions of a Mama.
To empower you. So I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm putting it out there, but I don't know if you're watching for real. I know that my sister or my brother to the left or right, my fellow mama to the left or right in my contact list may be struggling. And I have this information, this empowerment to give them. Why not give it to them? Straight to the source. Why not? Instead of posting it on social media and hoping that they're watching. No, I'm on a soapbox, y'all. I'm on a soapbox. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, let me say this. I've worked in public health for over 10 years. Can you believe it? Over 10 years I've been in this profession. And from the very beginning, I've been saying the same thing in every position that I've had. I've had several positions because we're a military family and we move around. And, so every state that I've lived in, I had at least one position in public health, if not more. I say the same thing. I do not like working for these agencies, these nonprofits, these state governmental agencies, these projects, because I'm unable to be as effective as I want to be. I want to touch people with the message of health. And I want to see how my message and my work changes their behavior for the good, for the better, for the long term. That's what public health is all about. I want to see that. And I haven't been able to see that yet. I've been able to see it somewhat, but there's something or someone that holds me back from being fully available to being fully able to see those changes happen. But I can be so effective to the people I love if I just reach out to them and connect them and touch them with the information that I have to share. More of a grassroots type of vibe, You know what I'm saying? Like a street team guerrilla type of vibe. You get what I'm saying? Guerrilla marketing. I think that's what they call it. And so with that logic, with that way of thinking, I decided that maybe social media isn't for me right now. Social media might not be for Let Mama Live right now, but Let Mama Live will touch someone in a different kind of way. So don't be shading me if you get a message from me, friend. My fellow mama, my mama friend, you gonna get a message from me. And it is gonna be a link to this podcast, to this episode. Because I love you. Not because I want to flood you, not because I want you to pay for something or anything like that. Because I love you. That's the reason why. And I appreciate you for listening. And, everything I have to say is not for everybody. I've said that before. It's not for everybody, but you chew up the meat and you spit out the bones. And I hope that you can get a little ounce. You know what the word says, faith the size of a mustard seed. When I learned and studied that verse, I went to the grocery store and bought a container of mustard seeds. They're so small. Even if you get that little bitty bit, a piece of information that uplifts your spirit, I'm good. So I'm off my soapbox, I think. I can't promise you that. I think I am. So that's why I've transitioned from social media. I've deleted the apps from my phone. I haven't been on there since then, and I haven't had the desire to go on there. I have my way of seeing what's going on in the world, but it ain't on social media. Let me tell you that. YouTube is a different story. So I'm on YouTube, y'all. I am. That's a different story. But I'm being more mindful of how I use YouTube as well. So, you may see the podcast posted on social media, and that's because I found a way to post it from a different platform. So, for example, on YouTube, when I post the video, it gives me an option to share to Facebook or to share to social media. So I will use that option to share. I don't have to go on there and scroll or anything to share, because I wanted to touch everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna touch y'all on social media as I can. But that has been going on in 2021. I'm fasting from soda. I've lost weight, a little bit of weight, some inches. I can tell a difference. Let me tell you that. I can tell a difference in my body from drinking more water and no sodas. So I hope to do the same with bread eventually one day. Maybe the second week. I'm about to say maybe the first week of February. Perfect, because February 1st is on a Monday, blah, blah, blah. No, maybe the second week of February. We'll figure it out. So that's where I've been. Another thing I've done is I finished my vision. This is my vision book. If you're on YouTube, you can see my vision book. I finished my vision. What we're going to do on the after show today, patreon.com/letmamalive. You have to be a supporter or a member of the Mama Tribe to see the after show. I am going to share what's in my vision for 2021. I'm going to go into depth about what's in my vision for 2021 for those supporters. But I finished my vision, y'all. But the time that I spent fasting, as enlightening as it was, another part of it that was beautiful was creating this vision during that time. It was beautiful because I could see things a little clearer. I can envision things, which is going to be a word that you hear more often on the show. I can envision my life a little clearer. And so I took my time this year with the vision. It took me the whole month of January, like the last week of December and the whole month of January to finish my vision this year. Usually it take me 3 days. Like, it's like, okay, the last week of December before the new year, hey, my vision is done. This year it took me a whole month. I was very intentional about what I placed in this vision this year. And I see this vision as a tool. This is not, a work of art. It's beautiful. It's cute. I like it. I think it's beautiful. It was a form of therapy. It was very therapeutic form of art therapy. And it's a tool to help me replace those negative things, those negative thoughts, those negative mindsets with something positive. It reminds me that I got stuff to do. And worrying about the stress that's coming my way is not a part of that. That is not conducive to my what? My quality of life. Gotta let that go. So I've been working on my vision in 2021. And I got done with it finally in today's February 1st. So I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I got done with it. So that's where I've been. I've been good. I've been learning. I've been growing. I've been up. I've been down. I've been sick. I've been around the world. I've been momming. I've been wifing. I've been working. I've been doing everything. I've been queening. Always queening. I've been doing all of that. And I knew that when I came on here, my check-in moment, Jen, where you been, was going to be the main topic of conversation for me, because it's been enlightening and I've been trying to get it all off of my chest. So that is where I've been. So let's move on to something else, another topic that I have been pondering on. There are two things that I've been kind of focused on when it came to this period of fasting. The first thing is control. I realize, y'all, I got control issues.
Welcome to Confessions of a Mama.
Welcome to Confessions of a Mama. I'm Jenn, and I have control issues. Yes, I have control issues. I try to control the outcome. I try to control the outcome of almost everything I touch, everything I do, everything I'm responsible for, everything I love, everything, just everything in life. I try to control the outcome of. And it's really interesting because I must didn't learn from myself. Because I've had a moment, actually, let me say this. My friend and I were studying the Bible. We were doing a Bible study together. And we shared the same sentiment. Sometimes it feels like you wake up and every day you're struggling with the same thing over and over and over again. You ever had those moments where you feel like you're just struggling with the same thing over and over and over again? Control is that thing that I struggle with every day. And I'm working on it. By the grace of God, I get a new beginning every day to be better at not controlling what's going on in my life. I get a new opportunity, thank you, Jesus, every day to wake up in the morning and try again with turning everything in my life over to Him, so that God is the Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit is the controller of my life, is the king of my life, and I am just doing everything according to His will so that I can live out His purpose. It's beautiful to say, it's beautiful to hear, but y'all, it is hard to do because I am a control freak. I try to control everything. And so I've been working on control. And the second thing that I've been kind of focused on during this time of fasting has been what I notice about myself is that I have moments where I carry other people's energy. So these two things are gonna, we're gonna kind of make some affirmations for when we get to our affirmation segment. Okay, so Jen, explain that a little bit more. Okay, let me explain that a little bit more. So I have this saying, and you've heard this saying from other people before out there, social media, wherever you may have heard it. Protect my energy. I will protect my energy. My affirmation is coming soon. Protect your energy. Well, what I notice about myself is sometimes I leave my energy open and vulnerable for attack or to be attacked by carrying other people's energy. Let me see if I can explain this a little better. So make up a name. If Tracy, random name, let's say Tracy, my friend. Hey friend, hey Tracy. Let's say, pretend I don't know anybody named Tracy actually I do know someone named Tracy, but anyway, let's say I have a friend, her name is Tracy. Hey friend. And Tracy gets an attitude with me because I did something that she didn't like. Now, the thing that I did from my point of view, from my perspective, is cool. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But she might have a problem with it, and she's gonna express herself to me, tell me that she ain't feeling it. I need to do things differently because she ain't feeling it. What Jenn tends to do is allow that response to attack my energy. Not only does it affect my energy, but I carry their energy. I carry Tracy's energy on my back like a backpack, to where all day I'm thinking about what Tracy thought about what I did, or what Timmy, another name that I just randomly thought of, Timmy didn't like what I did, and so I carry that negative energy, that negative response from Timmy on my back all day, sometimes for a week or more. What I realized is I realized this the other day, y'all. I wish I had a camera in here so you can see me. I was in here, I was studying my Bible, and I realized it just hit me like a truck that I'm carrying a whole bunch, years worth of negative energy that I absorbed from other people, that I'm carrying, and it belongs to other people. It ain't my energy, it's theirs. But I left myself vulnerable and allowed it to attack my energy. And I'm carrying that stuff on my back, like on my back, like it's a backpack. Oh my gosh. So when I realized this, some of you may not be a believer in saging. I took sage and I saged myself. All around me, saged myself. I opened the door and released all of those energies off of my body. Dropped all of those bags. And I felt so much lighter. And it added so much to my journey on being self-aware. My journey of being self-aware, more self-aware. It added to that. And now I know how to better protect my energy. Those are some things that I've been challenged with. But like I told you before, what I'm learning and studying is how you can take positive things and replace the negative things to better improve your mental health, to make a long-lasting, sustainable change in the way that you think, in the way that your brain works. We're really, for real, scientifically rearranging, repairing our brains just simply by changing a negative thought into a positive thought, or thinking of something positive during a time or a moment that you're thinking something negative. One tool that you can use to do this is affirmations. And I want to share something with you when it comes to affirmations in our next segment. So I have a segment where I do a blog spotlight. This is where I spotlight a blog. Most times I give a reaction, a response to a wonderful mom blog that I read. But today I'm going to do something different. This episode I'm going to do something different. I am going to spotlight some affirmations that my friend sent me. My best friend, she sends me some wonderful affirmations that she's found on social media on a particular page. So if you're on social media, I want you to check out this page on Instagram. It's called at the at symbol, at the covered life. The covered life. The covered life. The THE covered COVERED life. Okay. Shout out to A Covered Life, because apparently they post some amazing affirmations in their Insta stories, and my girl, she shares it with me. So there are 3 of them that she shared with me that hit home. And again, they might, these are spiritual affirmations. These are things that may touch you spiritually. So the first affirmation that we're going to spotlight is, I embrace freedom no matter what is in front of me, because the victory is already won. So I see this and I automatically think about my issue of control. I cannot be free if I'm trying to control everything. And I have no need to control everything, because guess what? The victory has already been won. Like, the outcome on the other end is already right. It might not be the best, the greatest. It might not be what I want it to be, but it is well for me. It's supposed to be for me. It's right for me, if that makes any sense. So it might not be the outcome I want to be, but it's the outcome that I need. And sometimes that outcome is failure, rejection, or whatever. But as they say, rejection is God's protection. Sometimes God is keeping you away from things to protect you. So what you want, sometimes you have a situation where you want to win at the end of it, but you end up losing. But that loss is really God's protection from something that he's trying to help you avoid. I embrace freedom no matter what is in front of me, because the victory is already won. So instead of trying to control everything, I'm going to change that control to embracing freedom. And I'm just going to be free. I'm going to free my mind, y'all. I'm going to free my thoughts, y'all. I'm going to free myself. I am going to free myself because the victory has already been won. That's the first affirmation. Second affirmation, I value, prioritize, need, and enjoy my time in God's presence. I'll say that again. I value, prioritize, need, and enjoy my time in God's presence. In the morning is when I have scheduled my quiet time. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't make it every morning. On good days like today, it's like you go to sleep before 10:30, you wake up refreshed at 4:30, and you're able to get your morning routine on with no kids, just quiet. And then some days you don't make it to bed to after 10:30 and you just sleep in. But it's okay. You don't knock yourself for that. You just keep going. And so when I do get an opportunity to have my morning routine, my morning quiet time, spending time with God is a part of that. I take a scripture, I study a scripture, maybe sometimes two verses. I study them in my Bible. I pray about them. I journal about them. I apply them to my life. I read the context around them. I embed them in my heart. I sit in God's presence. I sit in the presence of the Holy Spirit quietly through meditation. 11 minutes. I do 11 minutes of meditation. Something that I want to actually do with you guys down the road. Y'all, I value that time. I try my best to prioritize that time, to make it possible by going to bed a little earlier most times, or finding another time to do it if I can't make it in the morning. Y'all, I need that time. And y'all, I enjoy that time. I like it. Some people ask, like, why do you wake up so early to do all of that? Because I like it. I need it. I prioritize it because I want it. I value it. So take some time to sit in God's presence. Take some time to sit in God's presence. Practice gratitude in God's presence. Practice gratitude in God's presence. We talk about affirmations replacing those negative thoughts. Gratitude can replace those negative thoughts too. So the last affirmation is, I obsess over the process, not the end result. Let me say that again. I obsess over the process and not the end result. Now, when my friend sent me this, y'all, I about shouted out of my skin. Ooh, it touched me, because that's me. I am the person who obsesses over the end result. I am obsessed about the end result. The end result has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. And so in order to make, and this is my way of thinking, in order to make the end result perfect, then I have to control the process. If I'm able to control and manipulate the process so that the outcome can be the way that I want it to be, then things will be perfect. Things will be great. And then the next thing you know, I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. I'm filled with anxiety. I want to give up. I want to stop. I'm tired. I'm sick. I can't figure it out. I'm depressed. I'm sad. I just want to give up. Like, all of these negative things are coming from me trying to control the process in order to control the end results. Not only trying to control it, but I'm obsessing over controlling the process so that I can control the end result. No, Jen. When friends sent me this, I was like, no, I can't do that. I have to stop. Stop, Jen, stop. To this day, I tell myself, stop, Jen, stop, just stop. You know? I have to stop myself and say, I obsess over the process, but not the end result. What does that mean to me? To me, that means I'm planning, I'm preparing, I'm working in order to have a wonderful, positive, successful end result. I'm not being controlling about that process, and I'm not going to obsess over manipulating things so the end result can be the way that I want it to be. Because like we said earlier, sometimes the end result is not going to be the way you want it to be, but that's for your good. Sometimes it's like protection. It's God's protection. Sometimes it's for your good when things don't turn out the way it's supposed to turn out in your mind. So it's healthy for me to work. Faith without work is dead, right? It's healthy for me to work, not overwork, but to work on things, to grow. It's healthy for me to plan and prepare. It's healthy for me to set myself up for success. It's healthy for me to practice. It's healthy for me to strategize, not obsessively, not in a controlling way, but just to position myself to be in the right position, to be ready and open for what God has for me at the end. Because ultimately, in my world, He's controlling that end result. I obsess over the process and not the end result. These are 3 affirmations from The Covered Life that blessed my spirit and changed my way of thinking. And I thank you. Shout out to The Covered Life.
Hey, Mama.
Drop a bomb for The Covered Life. And blow their horn for The Covered Life. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram at The Covered Life. Check them out. All right, y'all. So y'all know I like to go 45 minutes. Here comes somebody. I like to go 45 minutes. Somebody coming in the room. That's why I say, here comes somebody. Prepare yourself. Close the door, please. Thank you. My kids breaking in it's past dinner time, but that's another story for another day. They're gonna get fed, trust me. Anyway, y'all know I like to go 45 minutes, but I've gone over because I just had so much in my spirit to share. Y'all, I've been holding on to this for a few weeks. I wanted to share this with you, but I just was not up to it. Like, I just was sick. So we're going to end our episode like we always end, with a affirmation. I have two for you. Let me bless you with 2 affirmations. The first affirmation is, I will release control. I have to let it go. I have to release the control because the end result is already handled. I have to release control because it's not conducive to my quality of life. I have to release control because honestly, all of this is out of my control. So why tear my mind up trying to figure out how can I control every little thing when I can't? Jen? Talk to myself. I will release control. My second affirmation is I will protect my energy by not carrying other people's energy. I have to drop those bags. When I absorb the negative energy from people at work, from people at home, from people at school, wherever you go, when you absorb that negative energy, it affects your energy. Start protecting your energy and get rid of their energy. Let it go. Let them keep that. Who wants that? Keep it. I don't want it. My affirmations for this episode, I will release control. I will release control. And I will protect my energy by not carrying other people's energy. Again, my affirmation is a play on words. It's an affirmation for my mamas out there.
Hey, Mama.
To show you how much I love you. Yes. So we made it to the end of the episode. I appreciate you tuning in to the Let Mama Live show. I hope you come back for the next episode. Midday check-in. I'm checking in on you on Wednesday now. So don't act like you ain't ready. And don't act like I ain't tell you. And for the month of February, I'm going to try my best, my hardest to be consistent with posting twice a week, making 2 videos a week at least for the month of February. That's my goal for this month. Those are going to be posted on YouTube at Let Mama Live. Be sure you subscribe, you like, you hit the bell notification, leave a comment, join the conversation. I'm going to share those with my close ones. And if you are a member of the Mama Tribe, you are definitely at the top of the list of my close ones. Join the Mama Tribe. Join. Hey, you watching, you listening. Join the Mama Tribe now. Go to patreon.com/letmamalive. Join the Mama Tribe. Or go over to patreon.com and support the show. Support the show. Help me keep it going and help me grow. Patreon.com. And you can also hit me up on email, letmamalive@gmail.com. That's letmamalive@gmail.com. And I'll always find other ways for us to connect. Just because I'm not active on social media don't mean that we will not connect. Also coming, we got our mama merch. Let me back up so you can see on the video. We got our mama merch. Move my mic. Mama merch. Mama merch coming soon. Mama merch. If you see me on the video in pictures wearing the shirts that say mama, that is my merch. If you see me on the screen with a shirt that says mama, that is my merch. It's coming. It's going to be available to you and it's going to be dope. I love you guys.